I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A local attorney has been hired to represent the Monroe madam. Anna Gristina, the woman from Monroe accused of running a high-end prostitution ring for 15 years, has fired her original legal team, bringing on Chester attorney Gary Greenwald as her legal counsel. Gristina remains at Rikers Island, where she continues to be held on bail set at $2 million bond or $1 million cash. During court proceedings today, a Manhattan Supreme Court justice delayed any decision on Greenwald's request that bail be lowered, saying Gristina's sister and husband are willing to put up property to help secure a bond. Prosecutors say Gristina and co-defendant Janie Baker ran an escort ring whose client list included prominent politicians and law enforcement officials. The smoke could be seen for miles, and it came from a recreational vehicle that had caught fire at 8 Spruce Street in the Mountain Lake Camp section of the town of Mamakating earlier this afternoon. Eyewitnesses say an attempt was being made to start the vehicle when a fire began and the carburetor in the RV then burst into flames. There were no injuries. Firefighters were able to prevent a bigger problem by keeping the flames from igniting the nearby brush and woods. There's a light at the end of the tunnel for those who've been pushing for casino gambling in Sullivan County. An agreement reached between Governor Andrew Cuomo and leaders of the Senate and Assembly would amend the state constitution to allow up to 7 non-Indian casinos in the state. Town of Thompson Supervisor Tony Cellini calls that a step in the right direction. Thompson is where a $600 million Concord resort village with a hoped-for casino and 1,000 predicted jobs would be located. Cellini says having the governor and local Senator John Bonasek on board with the casino deal is an encouraging sign.
I certainly have a favorable opinion of it now because the governor is behind it, and his track record proves that anything he's gotten behind has passed in the Assembly and both the Senate as well. It's a positive move for the state of New York, plus especially for the town of Thompson. I've been involved since the mid-'70s. I was appointed to the New York State Casino Advisory Board by then Assemblyman Ray Kaiser, and here it is, 2012. And we've gotten nowhere yet. So this is really a positive move.
After its initial approval by the state legislature, the casino proposal would have to be approved again next year. Then it would go to state voters in November of 2013. The deal was tied to the governor's decision not to veto election district lines that had been drawn up by the majority parties in the Senate and Assembly. The Middletown man arrested for the fatal shooting of a neighbor last month has been indicted by an Orange County grand jury. 68-year-old Richard Brown of Wickham Avenue in Middletown will face charges of second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, and tampering with evidence for the February 5th killing of 54-year-old Arthur Twyman outside his Cottage Street home. Twyman was a man with a long criminal history, having served more than 14 years in prison for the rape of a teenage girl in Westchester County. It's alleged that Brown shot Twyman several times with a rifle. The tampering charge alleges that Brown hid or concealed the rifle following the shooting. The weapon has since been recovered. Brown was arrested March 1st and continues to be held without bail in Orange County Jail. He could be arraigned on the charges as early as tomorrow. Newburgh City Councilwoman Gay Lee is among those who've signed a petition calling on Governor Cuomo to appoint a special prosecutor to investigate the fatal shooting of 22-year-old Michael Lemphart by Newburgh City police officers earlier this month. The petition is designed to bolster the City Council's recent vote urging the governor to act on the request for a special prosecutor. Meantime, a memorial to Lemphart has been growing outside the shooting scene, 55 Liberty Street. Family members and friends vow to keep up the pressure for an independent investigation of the fatal shooting. Police say Lemphart came at them with a knife during the confrontation. If you've been closely following the battle over the future of the Orange County Government Center complex, circle the date May 3rd on your calendar. That's when Orange County legislators are expected to vote on a plan endorsed by legislative committees to either build a new facility or repair and renovate the existing one. Consultants say a renovation and expansion would cost about $67 million. Groups pushing for the building's restoration believe it could be done for much less. County Executive Ed Diana wants the legislature to back his proposal to tear down and build new at a cost of $75 million.
P-R-A-T-T-L-E,
And there was tension in the air inside the Axelrod Education Center at Orange Ulster Bosse's in Goshen last night as 20 area 7th and 8th graders put their spelling prowess to the ultimate test during the annual Orange County Spelling Bee, sponsored by the Times-Herald Record. And round by round, good spellers met their match. By round 11, it was down to 2 competitors. Washingtonville middle schooler Elizabeth Gannon and 13-year-old Kirthi Radhakrishnan from Circleville Middle School. Elizabeth tripped up on the word megalopolis. Kirthi nailed the spelling of harpsichord, making him the county champ. He'll go to Washington, D.C. in May to compete at the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Good luck. And by the way, harpsichord is spelled Harpsichord. Yes, I looked it up. Well, make sure you have a raincoat handy when you head out tomorrow. The Friday forecast includes clouds and showers. Temperatures will top out at around 60 degrees. It'll clear off Saturday with highs in the mid-60s under a mostly sunny sky. Keep tabs on breaking news right here at Record Online and get a complete look at news, weather, sports, and features in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.